Everyone thinks they want to change. They buy books, watch motivational videos, make resolutions, download apps, follow 10 steps to success. But months pass. And nothing really changes. Why? Because most people confuse the desire to change with the willingness to change. They love the idea of being a better version of themselves. But they hate the process it takes to become that person. Change isn't a moment, it's a systematic death of who you were, day after day. And that scares people more than failure. Psychologically, change is a threat. The brain is wired to protect you, not to push you into discomfort. So even if you're stuck in a painful situation, your mind says, at least this pain is familiar. That's why people stay in toxic relationships, soul-killing jobs, and self-sabotaging patterns. Because familiarity feels safer than uncertainty, even if it hurts. It's called homeostasis. Your brain wants to return to what it knows, even if what it knows is broken. Real change requires overriding the system. And that's not willpower. That's reprogramming. Here's the real reason most people never change. They don't believe they can be someone else. You might want to wake up earlier, get healthy, be confident, start your dream. But if deep down, your identity is lazy, undisciplined, not good enough, then change will feel like a lie you're telling yourself. The most dangerous stories are the ones we whisper about who we are. I'm just not built for that. I've always been this way. This is who I am. But who told you that? Where did that identity come from? Because if it was shaped by pain, rejection, fear, or failure, then maybe it's time to question the story. Some people are addicted to drama, stress, procrastination, or self-sabotage. Why? Because it gives them something to feel. It's familiar. It's predictable. It gives them an identity. This is called emotional addiction, when your body craves certain emotional states, no matter how destructive. You think you want peace, but your nervous system is wired for panic. You think you want success, but your habits crave struggle. Until you break the emotional addiction, you'll keep finding yourself in the same cycles, different people, different jobs, same outcome. The truth? Most people don't change when they want to, they change when they have to. When the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing. When something breaks, ends, crashes. But waiting for rock bottom is not courage, it's self-neglect. Why let life burn to the ground before you build something new? Change shouldn't be punishment. It should be a choice. A daily decision to rise, not a forced escape from collapse. People fail to change because they aim too big too fast. They write down a vision for their dream life, but don't change their day. And here's the secret, your future isn't built in the future, it's built in the next 10 minutes. One deep breath instead of a scream. One page read instead of doom scrolling. One walk instead of another excuse. One no instead of self-betrayal. Change is boring. It's invisible. But it's also exponential. Small wins compound. That's the real transformation. Another silent killer of change, fear of what others will think. Who do you think you are to act like that? You've changed. You're so fake now. Yes, you've changed. That's the point. Some people like the version of you that stayed small, scared, and stuck, because it made them feel better about their own stagnation. Don't let the approval of the unchanging stop you from becoming who you're meant to be. You weren't born to stay the same. You're supposed to evolve. It's not easy. Change will cost you comfort, relationships, and even your own identity. It's disorienting. Lonely at times. Frustrating. But staying stuck costs more. It costs your dreams, your peace, your self-respect. So choose your pain, the pain of staying the same, or the pain of growing. Only one leads to freedom. If you've tried and failed before, that's not weakness, it's training. Each attempt builds something inside you. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Change doesn't begin with motivation. It begins with awareness. And the fact that you're still reading this means you're already changing. Closing line, CTA, don't just be inspired, be transformed. Subscribe for more content that makes you rethink everything. Because change isn't someday. It's now.